I am my mother. That's the last part. Do not ruin my set, please. All right. So that was me blasting my sweet husband, who still likes me because I'm the cool one in the relationship, and he's a science nerd that is so stable because I am not. I am not. And I can admit that. I can admit that. But it's easy to make fun of him because he is intense and he is an engineer and he's particular. Okay, and he's German and he's got so many ways for me to just make fun of him, and I just love that about him. Um, and I'm a free spirit. I'm a musician. I'm an artist. I'm a creative goddess, and I'm like fun. Except for this one time, I went on this canoe trip, and specifically to try like to relax because I'm chill. I'm chill, and it's like my friend's like, "Do you want to go floating down a river trip?" And I was like, "That sounds like chill, but is there survival?" She's like, "Amy, sure." But mostly we just float. And I was like, you know what I deserve? I deserve a rest. I've been working at this job for 7.5 years and I need a rest. And I think the river is the right choice for me. And I'm chill. I can be cool. I've never like survived anything specifically other than this engineer and cycling situation. And, I could probably do this. So I was like, all right, I can surrender. I can surrender to the floating of the down of the river thing, and I'll just do some research. I'll do a little bit of research. Me and ChatGPT, we can work together, and Amazon. Those are the only things I use. I'm ruining the earth one shipping package at a time by learning about it on ChatGPT. I'm probably not going to post that part on the internet because they're really mean about that. So I go onto Amazon. I'm like, what are the best-selling wilderness survival tip like kits? Like, what do I need? What do I need? Like, she says I'm gonna float, so I got my swimsuit and my floaty. Like, I'm good. And she sends a list, and the spreadsheet that she has made reminds me that she is in fact a Girl Scout leader and a Boy Scout leader. And I was like, oh Jesus. I already agreed to this. I put a down payment. I can't, after you say yes, you can't say no. That's mean. That's not friendship. Okay? And I'm a friend and I don't disappoint people. All right? I'm a people pleaser, not a people disappointer. So I'm like, well, I guess I'm committed. And so I go through the list and I go on Amazon. I'm like, this is getting really expensive. And she's like, it's fine. We can borrow from each other. We can share. We're women, we're moms, we can do this. So it's 18 women that's going on this trip. And I was like, one of 18, like, I'll be fine. I just can't be the worst. As long as I'm not the worst and I'm chill, I'll be fine. So the first thing on the list, Amazon is like, for sure you're going to need a lady penis. And I was like, I'm a what, a who? And in the text group, I was like, ladies, lady penis? They're like, oh yeah. And they start posting pictures of the different types of penises that they have. And I was like, this is interesting. I'd never considered having a penis before. Like, I didn't think that was an option for me. And so I go on Amazon and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go with a couple of different sizes. So I order like 3 penises. And I don't know, like, I don't think you can try them out and return them. Like, I'm not sure. And I get them, and my husband's like, Sheila, you don't need 3 penises. I got one, and it's worked my whole life. And I was like, yeah, but like, does size matter? Like, everybody says size matters. He's like, size doesn't matter. And I was like, you know who says that? Okay. All right. I think size matters, and I feel petite. So I'm going to keep the petite one and return the other 2. All right, and that's a choice I made. All right, I want you to remember that choice. So then I over prepare, right? Because that's what I need. I need to over prepare. I'm like, okay, I just can't be the worst. If I'm not the worst, all I have to do is not be the worst. And I had like some pads, and I had some like sleeping pad. I laid on the hardwood floor on a sleeping pad, and I was like, yes, I could definitely get 8 hours of sleep on this. And then I got a camping pillow because you can't just take a regular pillow. It might get wet. Your camping pillow can be dry. So I brought a camping pillow and I laid on it for 3 seconds and I was like, surely this will be wonderful. And I watched I watched a lot of Moana because I have two small girls. And see the line in the sky where the meets the sea, it calls me. And I was like, yes, if I just sing, feel Moana's grandmother move through me. But it's a river, and I don't think they have stingrays. It's fine. And then, I'm really passionate about like career stuff. And so I've been like focused on mentors, my mentor mothers. So like Brene Brown and Mel Robbins and Glennon Doyle. Of course, I loved Glennon. And so I was like, okay, ladies, what advice do you need to give me to go in to be successful on this chill river trip that I'm going to go on? And Brene is like, you just got to be brave. You got to get out there and be brave and just let the shame wash across you. It's going to come. You just got to let it go, Sheila. And Mel Robbins is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get out there and you just get it done. You just do what needs to be done and nobody has to worry about the rest. And Glennon's like, that's not something I would do, but we can be, what is the thing? We can do hard things. We can do hard things, Sheila. And if you need any help, you just call my wife, Abby. And she's super strong. And I bet she could be on the river with you guys. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to like bring some Abby energy with me. And I'm going to, take these ladies. And then I've got my own mother who lives rent-free in my head. And she's like, Sheila, this seems like a real waste of time and money. Why would you want to do that? What about your family? Is this during the school year? You're just going to allow your husband, man, to take care of the children while you're gone? That seems really irresponsible as a woman. Thanks, Mom. Appreciate it. It's literally just in my head. It's not even that. So we get out there. We drive to Moab. I'm like, this is going to be great. This is going to be so much fun. And I think I just disassociated and didn't think about what actually would happen on this trip. Because we get there and the outfitters are like, immediately, they're like, all right, you're here. We close in an hour. We're just going to go over a few things. And so they bring out this bucket. They bring out this metal bucket. And they said, this here is your shitter. Okay? You're going to poop in that. And then the questions come. And there's 18 women. And there's questions. And I didn't have any questions because I'm still in shock. I don't know what's happening right now. People are like, you can't put pee in it. I'm sorry, how? Oh, you're a man. You don't do that. You'd never know. So we're like, we can't pee and poop at the same time. Did you know that's a problem for some people? I didn't even think about it. Then I was like, do I pee and poop at the same time? I don't know. I've never considered it. And then somebody's like, what about period blood? I'm like, fuck, periods. I forgot about that. Oh my God, what if that happens? I've done this for 44 years. What if I forgot that this was going to happen? Oh my God. And they're like, what if some pee gets in there? We really went into the pee situation. What if just a little bit of pee? They're like, it's fine if a little bit of pee gets in there, but you can't put a lot of pee in there. Definitely don't put any toilet paper in there. I'm like, toilet? Where do we put the toilet paper? If we can't put the toilet paper in the toilet or in the can with the hole on the top, and the log and the frog and the and you got to put it in a bag. You got to pack your toilet paper. I don't know that I'm prepared for that. So I was like, that's all right, because I just won't poop the whole week. I'm already nervous. This is not going to be a problem. Not a problem. And then Caitlin, our fearless leader, is like, don't you worry, ladies. I brought plenty of fiber because we're not going to go through a whole week without pooping. Speak for yourself, ma'am. Speak for yourself. Now, who handles this poop bucket? Oh, you carry it with you. It's in your boat. Whose boat? Whose boat is this in? What boat? Well, there's 9 boats, and one of you carries the poop bucket. But look at the same person every time. And Caitlin's like, Sheila, I have a schedule. She has a poop bucket schedule, friends. She thought of everything. So the next morning, the outfitters drop us off. They have all of our luggage. They're like, Jesus Christ. All right. They unload everything, and they're like, well, good luck, ladies. And they peel out. They peel out of we are 40 minutes from Moab, which is nowhere. And there's a river, there's boats, and there's equipment. And I'm like, there's no way this stuff is going to fit in the boat. It's not going to happen. Leah can attest. She's like, it's not going to happen. She knew for sure it wouldn't. And somehow it did. And somehow it didn't. Well, while everybody was packing, I'm like, I'm going to try out this lady penis, my petite lady penis. I'm going to try this out. It's going to be fine. And so I go to the ridge where all of the ladies are like, everyone's trying out their lady penis. So like men do this all the time. They line up, right? There's a position. You hold the position. And I'm like, you don't have to zip all the way. That's the whole point. You don't have to show your ass because that's the point of the lady penis. And so we all hold a position, and I put my penis in where it's supposed to go, I think. I was so hydrated, you guys. I drank so much water because I was so afraid of getting dehydrated because they said that was the biggest cause of pain, like suffering and death on the river is dehydration. So it just wasn't going to be me. But you don't think about that with a petite penis. You don't think about the pressure, the volume. I didn't think about it. And then my pants smelled like pee for the rest of the day. So I just squatted to pee after that. And my friend Jill's like out there. I was like, what kind of penis do you got? She's like, oh, this is a diesel filter. I just fitted it to my vagina. You can do that? You just make your own? I didn't know this was a DIY project. So next time I'm doing that. So we had 18 women, all mothers. So we're going to be fed just fine. Most of the stuff we had was food and shelter. We were going to be fine, God damn it. Everyone was going to be taken care of. So I was like, all right, I can't pee like a wilderness woman. I'm just going to have to, or like, maybe that's subpar. Maybe we don't want to pee like men. Maybe we don't need a penis. I don't know, maybe that's just an appendage that's a pain in the ass. I don't know. So I get in the boat, and I'm like, okay, as long as I don't suck at paddling the boat, as long as I can just get us to the right direction down the river, and also, like, maybe this is a competition. Maybe I should win. Maybe I should make sure that I don't lose, because we have 100 miles to go, which I didn't track either. Like, we're going how many miles? I thought we were floating for 6 days. I didn't recognize there was a goal. And so now I'm like, we have to paddle at a certain speed. And so before we went out there, like Beth came over, she's like, all right, we're gonna do a little paddle class. I'm like, I'm in, because I'm not sure if Moana taught me what I needed to know. I just know this thing. And I don't think the river goes where it goes. And so she's like, all right, you could live. I'm like, all right, I got it. And so I get in with Lauren, and Lauren seems nice. I'd met her a couple times, She's got 2 boys. She's a boy mom. This bitch can handle things, okay? So I'll be fine. So I get in the front, and I'm like, all right, we get out there. We don't have the poop bucket to start, which is great. It's empty. Maybe we should have volunteered for first day poop bucket and not 6-day poop bucket. Things in hindsight. So I'm paddling away. I'm like, all right. And the boat is not doing what I'm asking it to do. The boat is just kind of spinning in the middle of the river, and people are still kind of coming. And I was like, we only have one shot to get ahead of these people. This is just like the Peloton. And I'm pretty sure, based on my cycling knowledge, that we got to get up front, okay? You don't want to be in the back. You get crushed in the back. So we're spinning, and then we hit a sandbar, and I'm like, shit. And I turned to apologize to Lauren because I obviously did not do my homework. I did not do what I needed to do. And I turn and I look, and all I see is feet. Her feet are up, okay? She is laid back. She's laid back, and I kind of turn my head, tits out. Okay, there is no top here. She is having a good time. Joint in her mouth, okay? We are on different trips, my friend. She is not taking this seriously. That's all right, Let her have a good time. This is how she survives being a boy mom. I'm like, actually, now that makes sense. So I was like, okay, this is on me. This is not on Lawrence. I don't even think she has a paddle. I think she forgot to get a paddle on the beach. I don't know. So we go 15 miles that day, and I do all the work. I don't know what she's doing back there. She's eating snacks. I even have videos, TikTok videos. She's eating snacks, taking video of my head, talking as I'm like, There's proof. There's proof out there. So I get to the end and I'm like, holy shit. Okay, at least Caitlin figured out we switch partners every day. I'm like, well, I'm done with that one. She can be at the end with the other losers. Okay, not going to be me. Okay, because I will not be the weakest link today. So the next couple of days, it just gets worse. Like, I'm not getting better at it. I even sit in the back. I forcefully get these boats. Like, people are like, she's really intense. Like, what's happening with Sheila? And like, finally, I'm exhausted, and and I get a message on my phone. It starts beeping. Like, I have one of the satellite phones, and I look at it, and it says, "Warning, flash flood. Stay away from the river." And slot canyons. So we are here, and we are dying today. And so I go to Lauren, and I say, hey, Lauren, can I have some of that stuff you got? And she goes, the top stuff is a little bit lighter, and the bottom stuff's real heavy. What do you think? I'm like, oh, okay. I'll start at the top. Okay? You're going to have to chill out a little bit, because I can't control any of this. Next day, I wake up, rain, and we're trying to put our tent away in the rain. We're trying to put our tent up in the rain. We're trying to make sure our sleeping bags don't get wet. My pants still definitely not. They smell like pee, and like they're my only pair of pants. I've tried to wash them, but they won't dry. Now it's cold, but I have enough snacks. So, I'm like, okay, let's chill. Like this, I'm chill today. And at the end, we do a little fire ring, and Rachel's our little social person, and she's like, today I saw a beaver, and it was beautiful, and I feel like the meaning of beavers is, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. Lauren, I'm gonna need another one of those, like maybe like a medium strength Advil pill thing or whatever gummy you have. And then the next day, it's like day 4 or 5, who even knows? Like, I was there my whole life. I was hip. The next day, I wake up and I was like, Lauren, I'll take something off the top shelf, please. Or wait, was it the bottom shelf that was stronger? Whatever. Give me the stronger stuff. So I get out there, it's raining. I'm like, this is the best day ever. Like, this is the most relaxing trip I've ever been on. And I hope I can find my beaver today, Like, I hope it's out here waiting for me. Like, my sign needs to be I need to see the beaver today. And I didn't. I didn't see the beaver. It was very frustrating. It was a very frustrating journey. Really, it was. And, that night, we're all gathered around, eating our final snacks, sitting in our wet pajamas, hoping the wind doesn't come up and blow a tent away again. And I thought, God damn it, I'm the fucking beaver, I'm the beaver, and these women are the beavers. Like, we're all a community of one. It's so magical. And, maybe I should lay off my husband a little bit for being the crazy one. All right. I feel like I deserve a do-over on that river trip, and so I put my down payment down for this year and unpack my own edible this time. We're gonna start with the heavy stuff. Yeah, right. Left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day, and I never lost 1 minute of sleeping, worrying about the things might have been. Big wheels keep on turning, Proud Mary keep on burning, rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. guys, maybe it's not my husband's fault that I'm this way. Maybe if I go back a little farther, we'll find out why I'm this way. And so decided I was trained to be this way. And it's my mother's fault. And that seems like the right place to land for my final set here. So I was raised in a small town in South Dakota, 700 people. Some people would call that a village, okay? And it is a village. You got a lot of idiots. You got a lot of really smart people. And you got my mom, and you got the church ladies. And those were the people I was raised by, was the church ladies. And there's a couple of rules that the church ladies have for you when you grow up. Rule number 1, you say yes to everything except feelings and sex. Okay, you don't say yes to those things. Those are a solid no for the rest of your life until I start asking for grandbabies, you understand? And then you can Google it. You can Google what happens. I'm going to tell you. All right? You buy the dented cans. You save money. You never know when the depression's coming back. You don't know. Okay? There was that crash in the 80s. That could have landed all of us, but they had canned foods, and they survived. Okay? They survived. And yes, you save those Ziploc baggies. Erica still does that because she has trauma. Okay? Am I right? Yeah, she does. And you let old Ralph touch your thigh in church because he didn't mean it like that. Oh my God. I know, it was the 90s, you guys. You know I'm right. And there's community rules. You join everything and you participate in everything because if you don't participate, that community fails. And you fail as a human being and you probably go to hell. All those people that said yes to feelings and sex. Do you want to be that person, Sheila? I know you're 4 right now, but do you understand what I'm saying? Jesus. When I was 7, they found out I could sing. And they were like, Sheila can sing. I knew she was going to be useful eventually. And so they said, you know what? Let's test her out. Gladys's birthday's coming up at the senior center. And the senior center could really use some entertainment these days. They could use entertainment. And so I get up there and I sing my song. Let me sing. Wait, I'm going to sing. I'm going to go. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. It doesn't matter I was in tune. I didn't have to be in tune because they're church ladies and they're like, that was adorable. Oh my God. The cutest thing. I should have taken less notes, okay? But the point of it being, you serve your community, you serve everything, and you do it for free. And if you ask for money, you're going to hell with your feelings and your sex, okay? And then I would sing at Gladys's funeral the next week because she tripped down those stairs that haven't been redone because somebody wasn't serving their community, okay? Those were redone immediately after Gladys's situation, though. And I sang the same song, This Little Light of Mine. I was like, this is fine. I can sing. If all I gotta do is sing, that's fine. And then I turned 10 and I'm in 5th grade. And my dad's like, you're in 5th grade now, Sheila, and the community needs you. And I'm like, what do you need me to sing, Dad? Is it Garth Brooks this time? Please let it be Garth Brooks. It wasn't. He's like, no, Sheila, it's basketball season. And the middle school's running short on members. And you need to be in basketballs. Like, Dad, I'm an artist, okay? I don't do the basketballs. And he's like, no, you do. Because if you don't do the basketball, Sheila, we don't have a basketball team. And if we don't have a basketball team, this community doesn't have a school. Because who wants to go to a school without a basketball team? All because little Sheila was too good to play the basketball. And I was like, but Dad, I don't even know how to play basketball. He's like, there's a ball, you throw it, you dribble it, it's fine. It's just like singing. And I was like, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. And you guys, I was in basketball, and God damn it, they made me point guard, and I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know what that meant. I would just run real fast at the bottom and throw the ball out of bounds, and then they'd get mad at me because I would lose the ball. I don't know. It was terrible. I'm short. I can't reach the basketball. I don't understand why they made me do it. It was awful. And I was like, when basketball season was over, I was like, this is great. I'm done with that. And they're like, well, track's coming up. What's that? Well, you just run a little bit. But if you like, well, I don't. It's like an individual sport. I don't need to do that. Well, if we don't have 10 members, I mean, no track, and you know how that goes. So they put me in long jump, and I don't know if I look tall on this stage, but I'm not. I'm not tall. I'm not a basketball player, and I'm not a long jumper. I think they asked me to do hurdles. That's not even funny. It's not even funny. I'm not even talk about it. So I was in the point guard in basketball, and I was doing long jump, and I was running 100-meter dashes. Well, Erica over here is unfortunately having to run, cross country because they needed at least 3 people to run cross country for us to have a team, and she can't say no to anything. So, sucker.
And cross country and basketball at the same
time. Yeah, because the town would die. I would get, Erica's there. Shut up, Erica. You're ruining my life. I was in 4-H because we had to be in 4-H, and I taught a cow how to walk on a leash, and I learned how to sew a dress, and I learned how to serve, and I smashed plants, and I learned how to make them, like, to know what a plant is. I don't know anymore. My dad's real disappointed in me. But you serve, and that's what you do. You do it, and you do it for free, and you're humble about it. You don't say that you have a good voice. You don't say, like, I can sing, I can do that thing. No, somebody has to volunteer you to do that. That's the only way you do it. So yeah, say the pastor doesn't show up, Sheila can get up there. She can read some passages. That's fine. Say, my mom read the passages the whole time. She wasn't a pastor. Guess what? She was that day. She was that day. Sheila can do it. Sheila's mom can do it. Erica can do it. We can all do it. We weren't at the same church because, you had to have at least 4 to 6 churches in town, but you only have 700 people. Good luck doing that math. It's awful. And that's the whole thing, my whole life. Sheila, who can organize summer camp? I can do that. I got to say yes to that. Everybody believes I can do the big stuff. I can handle it. I'm like, yeah, I can handle it. I can do it. I am going to heaven. Everything's going to be great. Sheila, do you want to drive home to sing at another funeral? Yeah. How about I fly home? How about I fly home and sing at another funeral? Here, hold my son. My son's like, will you hold my dirty socks? They're totally clean. They're definitely not clean. I don't know what's in here. I don't know what happened with these socks, but I'm going to throw them away. But I'm going to say yes because that's the right thing. Am I going to save the $2 fish from God damn it, I'm going to save that $2 fish, and I'm going to hand wash my husband's Lycra outfit balls holder thingamajigger that not put it in the dryer because it doesn't ruin the thing that gives him joy or some shit. I don't know. I'm going to run a summer camp for 300 people and quit an 8-year career to build an entertainment business for myself. Why am I like this, you guys? It's my mom's fault. It's my mom's fault, but I got back at her. When I was 16, I had this boyfriend, and he was like, hey, Sheila, you want me to show you how to have sex? And I was like, oh, that's a solid no. I remember 4 years old. Sex and feelings, this is a no-go. And then I thought about it. I was like, God, it sounds nice. It sounds like it could be fun. And so we talked about it a little bit more, and I was like, well, all right. And so we try it, and I'm like, this is pretty great. Maybe I should look into hell a little bit more. And so I deep dive. There was no ChatGPT in the 90s. I deep dive, and I'm like, okay, so hell, maybe that's something like, I don't know, living in a town of 700 where the last 100 years, generations have lived here, and you're related to everybody in that town except for this one person that you had sex with because you checked. And maybe that's hell, and maybe I'm already there, and maybe I got nothing to worry about. So I guess I'm fine. And then I go to my mom, and I was like, Mom, I had sex, and I'm not going to hell because I think I'm already there. She's like, what is happening, Sheila? And she said, she's like, you shouldn't have. Well, I already did. It's already a done deal. And since that's how sin in hell works, I'm in hell. It's great. So I'm going to need some birth control because there are no less than 6 people who are pregnant in my class of 20. And I need to not be pregnant and live here like my ancestors did. And she had no response to that. And so she got me some birth control, but I didn't think about it too much because when we go to the pharmacy, and I'm like, oh shit, my mom's in every single committee there is in this county. She knows every single thing. So we walk up to the pharmacist and she goes, Fred, how's it going? And Fred's like, oh, Barb, how's everything going? How is little Sheila doing? How's cutesy little Sheila? She got a little tum-tum. She needs something. She needs something in the back, a little moxicillin, some Pepto-Bismol. And my mom, who is not a quiet woman, she says, no, Fred, she needs birth control because she's decided to have sex. Can you believe that? Can you believe she doesn't care about hell? Can you believe that? What's next? What's next? She's going to stop putting green beans in her casseroles. How's she going to get her vegetables? Do you think of that? What's next? She's going to start voting Democrat or something. And Fred stopped her. Now, Barb, that's not going to happen in this county. Okay, ain't nobody voting Democrat here. Let's just get her the birth control, make her happy for a little bit. Maybe she'll forget about the Democrat comment you just made and gave her ideas about. That's when I found out being a Democrat was a sin. So imagine how it goes now when I come home and be like, I'm from Boulder. They just roll their eyes and be like, so you're going to sing at Grandma's funeral or what? I did sing at Grandma's funeral. So the next time, what I found is the next time somebody says, Sheila, do you think you could, I don't know, what am I going to say? What am I going to say? And the fact of the matter is, I'm going to say, sure, I can do that. And so I'm going to leave you with this, guys. I'm going to leave you with this, my final, why am I the way that I am? My mama told me when I was young, we were all born superstars. She rolled my hair and put my lipstick on in the glass of her boudoir. There's nothing wrong with loving who you are, she said, cause he made you perfect, babe. So hold your head up, girl, and you'll go far. Listen to me when I say I'm beautiful in my way, cause God we made no mistakes on the right track. Baby, I was born this way. Don't hide yourself in regret. Just love yourself and you said I'm on the right track. Baby, I was born this way. Ooh, there ain't no other way. Baby, I was born this way. Baby, I was born this way. Ooh, there ain't no other way. Baby, I was born this way. Right track, baby, I was born this way. Baby, something in Santa love your friends. So wait, baby, George was true. The religion of the insecure, I must give myself respect, my youth. A different lover is not a skin. Believe, capital H-I-M. I love my life, I love this record, and the immortal fire. That means love meets faith. You know that. I'm beautiful in my way, cause God makes no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. I'm beautiful in my way, cause God makes no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. So I just want to say thank you so much for coming out and supporting me. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what's next. I have no idea when the next show is. I have no idea what tomorrow looks like. But
do it again.
I'll do it again sometime. But if you want to join my mailing list, I do write funny stories about my life every week. There's always something. And I do share kid stories in that one, so they're not recorded next to me. So thank you so much. Say thank you to the Muse for coming in. And good night. If you have any spills or anything, pick them up because I have to mop after. Because that's what entertainment is. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.